Alright, what's going on guys, and welcome to this kind of half of the tutorials where we start to jump into SketchUp layout. So if you guys have been following along with the tutorials so far, in the previous videos we kind of had a very basic look of creating this kind of structure here. So different things like modeling up walls, groups, components, moving things, materials and sections and whatnot. If you guys want to have a look at this project, this is it here, the 22 square meter apartment in Taiwan by The Little Design. So if you guys want to check that out, feel free to. Alright, I'm going to minimize this and we're going to kind of have a look at the SketchUp layout. So much like a little sister or little brother in real life, SketchUp layout, or Trimble's layout I should call it, is very similar to Trimble's SketchUp, right, in reference to UI. However, there is a few little differences. So if we come up into our top left hand corner, we've got our file edits and whatnot here as well. A few different tools, which are obviously going to be a little bit different because it is a slightly different program. All right, and windows and whatnot. So you guys will be familiar that in SketchUp, if you couldn't find something on this side stack, you've got these series of things here and you just go and double check and make sure that they're all ticked on. Coming down, we've obviously got a series of different tools here, dimensioning kind of tools and whatnot, and a few other tools here on the right hand side that we're not going to go into too much now, but we'll kind of get through them as we need it. Down here is obviously a document workspace, all right, and then the right hand side here is we've got our side stack, with colors, shapes, styles, pattern fills, SketchUp model, which we'll heavily be using, scale drawings, dimensions, pages and whatnot. So to begin, let's go up into File and New. All right, and we've got a template here. Now you'll notice here we're in the paper stack, all right, and I think this this layout is new in 2019. All right, so layout 2019, I think this is new. We got plain paper and graph paper. For us, we don't want storyboard, we don't want plain paper. We want to go over to the title block. All right, and we actually want to create an A2 title block here. Now you'll notice here that we've got A1s and A3s in contemporary. If we come down to modern, we got A1s and A3s. Rounded's the same, all right, simple's the same, all right, and you can't see any A2s here. So for the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to kind of look at creating an A2 template. So what we're going to do is we're going to find something that closely resembles what we need. So we're going to come down into traditional, we're going to click on the A3, and you can see here that it's kind of created a kind of page in front of us. If we come down the bottom here, we got our page description, project title, logo here, and you guys can change all of these as you need. And as we get through the tutorials, you'll kind of learn how to use the sketching tools to kind of make changes as needed. However, at the moment it's still A3, which we do not want. We want it as an A2. So if we go into File and we come down to Document Setup, you've got here on the left hand side a few different bits and pieces. We want to select this paper here, and instead of A3 we want to scroll up and we want to select A2. Notice that the dimensions have just changed. Portrait is exactly what we want, and we can now close that down. Now you'll notice here that it's kind of scaled up the paper but not the actual template. So we want to select all of this, and you'll notice it comes up with these little anchor points, right? And we want to click and drag this down. Now the selection tools work exactly the same in layout as they do in SketchUp. So top left to bottom right, we've now got a solid fill. Bottom right to top left, we've got those marching ants, right? So remember that top left to bottom right, you need to encompass everything in order for it to be selected, and bottom right to top left, anything that kind of box touches, it'll select. Okay, now we kind of want to jump over here to our side stack as well, have a look at our pages before we save this as a new template. All right, and just select cover page, and you'll notice here that it hasn't adjusted this particular cover page template, so we're going to select it as well, and again we're going to drag this out. Alright, oh, so I missed a few things. Control Z, select it all. Alright, drag it out. Once that's done, we can then go up into File and we can save it as a template, and I can call it an A2 template traditional or something like that, and I can save it as needed.